This is not advice. These are just the views from my shoes. This week's Views from My Shoes is about self-awareness. And I mean a very specific type of self-awareness. Something that happens either through age or experience is we become aware of social norms and social expectations. And when we become aware of these things, we begin to develop and produce an aspirational version of ourselves that we project into the world. Now, this is healthy. For example, one of the things we do is we'll say, I am not going to be selfish like that person. If I become successful, I'm going to remain humble because that's the right thing to do. I'm not going to be a clout chaser. I don't like the way that looks. What we do is we observe these characteristics that we find maybe inferior or problematic, and we create a version of ourselves, an aspirational version of ourselves that is without these characteristics. It's very healthy. Healthy because it gives us something to aim for, a target. Now, it also has pitfalls associated with that because what often happens is we start to see that projection, that aspirational version of ourselves in the mirror when we look there. And we stop aspiring. We stop shooting towards that great version of ourselves because we think we already are that. And that allows us to become susceptible to those negative things that we were trying to avoid. We become selfish. We become self-absorbed. We find that we are all of the things that we were trying to avoid because the image we're seeing is that projection. Now, this is something that happened to even me. And unfortunately, the way life reminds you that was an aspirational projection is never subtle. For me, I actually had a breakdown. I was hospitalized. I was reminded that, like most, I am tragically flawed. But in that realization and self-discovery, it allowed me to regain my aspirations. It allowed me to re-engage in the pursuit of the version of myself that I want to be. So next time you happen across a mirror, ask yourself, are you looking at the projected version of yourself or the real version?